Welcome. In this video I'm going to teach you how to install Python for Windows 7. This same method can be used for other operating systems like Windows 10 or Windows 11. But the only difference is the version of the Python that you can install. So for what I found out, it's that Windows 7 Windows 7 can only go up to Windows 7 can only go up to version 3.8. But in this video I'm gonna test whether I can install this one here, 3.9.0 B5, and then of course I'm gonna be using the 64-bit version because that's the one I have, a 64-bit system. If you don't know how to check in your Windows PC how to know what Windows version you have, whether you have 32 or 64-bit, you can right click your computer icon, or if you don't have it, go here and right click it, click properties, and it will tell you here. See, for example, if you go here, I have Windows 7 Home Premium, and then if I go to system, I can tell that I have a 64-bit operating system. What that means is that I can use a 64-bit Python installer. So let's go to okay. So if you go to Google, what you're gonna type Python download, and it's gonna take you to python.org. So you click on the first link that says download Python. If you don't see it, just go to python.org, then go to download and go to Windows. On the left side you can see each version, and below it or on the side, pre-releases. Here you can see these are stable releases, these are pre-releases. You can see that whether there is an available Windows installer, 64-bit or 32-bit, for the operating system that you're using. For example, the latest one that came out on June 6, 2024 says that it cannot be used for Windows 7 or earlier. So even if I download this, I'm not gonna be able to install it. So don't waste your time with this one. So you have to go, like I said, 3.8. Well, look what it says here. 3.9 cannot be used on Windows 7. So the earliest one you can use is this one. Note that Python 3.8 cannot be used on Windows XP early. So, but it can be used on Windows 7, the one that I have. So let's click here. If I click there, it's gonna give me a source. But I don't wanna deal with sources on this video, so I need an installer. So if you go on the right side, it will tell you, it will give you the actual installer. If there is one available for a stable version, it will be here. If not, it will be here. So if you go to 3.8, let's see, 3.10, 3.11, so 3.817, nothing. So let's go to 3.8. Here, XP earlier, nothing. So if you want a stable version, you cannot use any of these ones for Windows 7 or earlier. So let's go to the one that we can use. So you have to scroll all the way until you see one that the latest one you can use for a stable version. But like I said, 3.8 should be the one that you can use. So you have to look for the latest 3.8 that you can use for the stable version. That would be the most recommendable thing to do. To avoid any bugs or errors. So here, cannot be used on Windows XP or earlier. Let's see one above. See 3.9 I can, but this one I probably can. 3.86. I believe when it says 3.86 cannot be used for Windows XP or earlier, that means that I can use for Windows 7. So what we will do is we're gonna take the installer that says executable. I don't want a zip file. If you want a zip file, you can download it and then unzip it. But I just want an executable, so to save some time. So I'm gonna right click it, save link as. You can put it anywhere on your system, but I'm gonna put it on the folder that I created for the Python for Windows 7. So this here, so 3.86 should be the stable latest, I believe, for Windows 7. So let's save it. And you should be working on this one for better results. Okay, so we're gonna open Windows Python, your folder. You're gonna see 3.86. I chose the one that's 64-bit. So let's see. I'm gonna run it as administrator. Then you click yes. Then you see I don't see any problems. It doesn't give me, if it doesn't work for your system, it will tell you here. It will tell you that you have an old version of your operating system. But here it didn't tell me, so let's see what happens. I would choose this. If you're a active Python programmer, I would click on this one, because this one is gonna let you it's gonna be useful to, you need this one. You would need this one if you want to use your Windows terminal or other. It's better if you use it. Let me tell you what that means. Path. So here, what is a Windows path? The path is the system variable that your operating system uses to locate needed executables from the command line or terminal window. Remember I told you the command line or terminal window for Windows. If you go here and you type on your search, you type CMD, you click enter, this is your terminal. So like I was saying, for your terminal you need this one, and sometimes you will use the terminal very readily, so it's better if you click on this one. So for now, let's click install. So depending on your system, it will run fast or slower. So right now we're installing Python. Your library is needed to run Python on Windows. Okay, see, it says setup was successful. That means that your installation was successful. So you click close, and then let's check what is the latest version for Windows, for Python that we have on Windows 7. So the way you do it is you go to your terminal and you're gonna type this Python, then minus minus version. So let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna type Python minus minus version. Let's see. Okay, so it didn't work. So let's see. Okay, so now let's type Python. Okay, so that means, okay, so let's close this one since we had it open. Maybe the path is not yet set up. Let's see. See, now it works. I needed to close it because, so okay, so now if you want to test your version or keep working with Python, close your terminal if you had it open. And then after you install your software, your Python, then you can go to CMD and let's type Python to check the version that we have, minus minus version. See, 3.86. That's what we wanted to know. And since we say Windows 7 can only go up to version 3.8, so let's see. The one we installed was 3.86, and there we have it. We can check that we do have it installed in our system. I found that this one may be able to install 3.90 B5, but this one is not a stable version, so I wouldn't use it for better results. Okay, so now let's do this one. Let's see what we install. Okay, so we go to all programs and let's see what we have. 3.8. So I can see that we have a compiler. So if you click here, this one, IL 3.8, that's a compiler. And then you can start. So this will be your compiler. So if you want to create a file, you write your thing, you save it, and you run it. So now you have a compiler that you can use. So what do you want to do? Let's see. Let's try something in Python. Okay, so let's see. Let's do a print in Python. So it's the print function. Okay. So if you want to say hello world, if you want to output that, you use print hello world. Okay, so let's see. Print hello world. I forgot to put the ending quote, so let's see. Print hello world. So ending quote. Let's see. See, it was able to output. That means that you have your Python set up. And of course, this Python you can use. You can create files. A Python script. So if you wanna save it, you go here, save as. Then let's see. Let's save it here. Let's save it to the same folder that I created. Or if you want, we can create another folder. Let's see. New folder. I'm gonna create in the desktop. We can see. We can say programming files, and then inside we're gonna create another folder that says Python. Okay, so now there, let's save it. We're gonna create hello. our first program, hello world, hello dash world. Okay, so now let's write the script. So print hello world. Then we can say print my name is Armando. Okay, so now we have two statements, two print statements. We should be able to see them on the console, which is here on the back. So let's save it. Then you go to run and you say run module. And it should take you directly to the console, which is the shell. Okay, so it says hello world, my name is Armando. So we have a working Python compiler with its libraries. There are other libraries that you can also install, but you need to install it differently. So for example, there is one that is used a lot, which is NumPy Python. You go to NumPy, view all releases. So you have to go to install. If you want to use a different compiler, I believe you can use Anaconda for Windows. Anaconda is it's a very useful package. You can use, and inside that Anaconda application, you can install different other libraries like NumPy. Okay, so now my main concern for this video was to install Python. You can for beginners user, I would use Anaconda. So if you go to anaconda.com, it will tell you here, but we're not gonna do it because we're gonna have to figure it out. We can install it for Windows 7, what version. So that could be another video. But I've seen this Anaconda thing, and it's very good. And you have AI systems that you can use as well. I believe libraries, other stuff that you may need. Okay, so first, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time. And like I said, different versions of Windows may accept different versions of Python. So the one that I know that is stable for Windows 7 latest is 3.86. You have to check for each Windows or Mac or Linux to see which one it accepts as latest for stable. Thank you very much.